The shadow craft of Antarctica, the frozen enigma beneath the ice. Far beneath the endless white silence of Antarctica, where temperatures can freeze steel and winds scream like ghosts, lies one of the most chilling mysteries ever recorded, the shadow craft. For decades, satellite images, leaked intelligence, and the whispers of explorers have pointed to something extraordinary hidden beneath miles of ice. A massive, triangular structure, too precise, too symmetrical, to be a natural formation. Scientists call it a geological anomaly. Conspiracy theorists call it the greatest cover-up in human history. The discovery. It all began in 2012, when a cluster of thermal satellite images from NASA's Terra satellite revealed a dark, triangular shadow near the Soar Rondaine Mountains of East Antarctica. Measuring nearly 2 miles in length, the shape appeared consistent and geometric, sharply contrasting with the random natural ice ridges surrounding it. What made the anomaly even more fascinating was its heat signature. Despite being buried under ice estimated to be thousands of years old, the site emitted a faint but detectable warmth, as if something below was still active. At first, researchers dismissed it as a radar glitch. But when the European Space Agency's Sentinel-1 satellite picked up the same structure, in the same location, the story changed. Something was indeed there, a colossal craft-shaped mass entombed beneath the ice. Operation Deep Echo. By 2015, leaked documents from an alleged joint U.S.-European expedition referred to a mission named Operation Deep Echo. Its supposed purpose, to drill through the ice and study the anomaly firsthand. Witnesses claimed that a team of scientists and military engineers were flown to a remote Antarctic airfield under heavy secrecy. They set up base near the Mawson Glacier, roughly 150 miles from the shadow's coordinates. Then, within months, all reports ceased. The region was declared restricted due to environmental instability, and several satellite passes over that area were mysteriously scrubbed from public archives. What happened to Operation Deep Echo remains one of the most tightly sealed secrets in modern history. Eyewitness accounts. Several years later, an engineer who claimed to have worked with the mission came forward under the pseudonym Asterisk, Dr. Nathan Cross. Asterisk, in a 2019 interview posted briefly online before being deleted, he described the discovery in haunting detail. It wasn't metal, at least not any alloy we know. The walls seemed to absorb light. The deeper we went, the more our instruments failed, compasses spun, batteries drained. And the structure wasn't broken or decayed, it looked asleep. Cross described a vast corridor of smooth, black material, leading into chambers lined with strange markings resembling constellations, none matching known star maps. Whatever it was, he said, it wasn't made by humans. His claims were dismissed by skeptics as fabricated. Yet, those who analyzed the short-lived interview noted specific terminology: cryogenic layering, electromagnetic interference, deep ice resonance, suggesting real scientific familiarity. Ancient visitors or lost civilization. There are two main theories behind the shadow craft's origin. 1. Extraterrestrial hypothesis ***. Many believe the craft arrived millions of years ago, when Antarctica was still a green, temperate continent. It crash-landed and became buried as the ice sheets formed over time. If true, the craft could be older than human civilization itself, holding technologies beyond comprehension. Supporters of this idea point to strange magnetic anomalies recorded over the Antarctic region and the unexplainable presence of radio signals briefly detected near the South Pole in 2016. *2. Pre-ice civilization theory ***. Others propose it's the remains of an ancient advanced Earth civilization, wiped out during a global cataclysm, possibly the legendary Atlantis. Satellite scans have occasionally revealed geometric shapes resembling cities or runways beneath the ice, sparking speculation that Antarctica could have been the cradle of a forgotten empire. In 1938, the Nazis launched the New Swabia expedition to Antarctica, claiming to have found warm caverns and ice-free lakes deep within the continent. Some historians believe the Nazis were searching for, or even found, remnants of this mysterious technology. The silence of governments. What truly deepens the mystery is the global silence. Nearly every major world power maintains research stations in Antarctica, yet the continent is bound by the Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959, a treaty that prohibits all military activity and claims of ownership. While officially meant to preserve scientific peace, many question why the region is so tightly controlled and monitored by military satellites. When a civilian satellite company tried to photograph the shadow zone in 2020, their feed reportedly cut off mid-pass due to electronic interference. NASA and ESA declined to comment. Even Google Earth briefly showed the anomaly before being blurred out in later updates. Coincidence or censorship? Strange phenomena around the site. Since the alleged discovery, researchers and adventurers near the area have reported bizarre occurrences. Compass malfunctions and GPS failure near certain coordinates. High-frequency hums picked up by scientific sensors under the ice. Light distortion seen at night, described as faint auroras moving unnaturally fast. In 2018, a group of Russian explorers reportedly vanished after venturing too far into a restricted Antarctic zone. Their names were never released. Whether these reports are linked to the shadow craft remains unknown, but the coincidences are too numerous to ignore. A sleeping giant. What if the craft isn't just a relic? What if it's still functional, or worse, alive? Some theorists believe the faint heat detected could be from an energy core, maintaining minimal activity. If the ship is biological or semi-organic, it might be lying dormant, waiting for conditions to awaken it. Others speculate that Earth's warming climate could soon expose the craft, triggering reactivation. Could it communicate? Could it move again? These questions remain buried, just like the ship itself. The message beneath the ice. Despite denial from official sources, interest in the shadow craft has only grown. Independent researchers using radar and sonar mapping claim to have found subterranean tunnels leading toward the site, suggesting massive artificial excavation beneath the glacier. One analysis even showed resonant vibrations, rhythmic pulses detected through the ice, repeating every 12 minutes, like a mechanical heartbeat. If these readings are genuine, the implications are staggering. For now, the truth remains frozen, sealed beneath miles of ancient ice and political secrecy. But as the world warms and Antarctica melts, it may not stay hidden forever. The day the shadow craft finally awakens, humanity may have to confront the fact that we were never alone, and that our planet's deepest secrets lie not in the stars above, but in the ice below.